Hello, relatives. Welcome to this week's Schlagbite from the beautiful woods of Oregon, where I am out at Oregon Country Fair and reveling in the sunshine and coolness post-Oregon Country Fair. This week's Schlagbite entitled Fluorescent Stories for the week July 21st, 2014. For the first time in at least a year and a half, I left my computer and all wireless contact behind for a week. I say this with some chagrin because I have railed endlessly about how imprisoned we have become by the instruments that were intended to free us, but have ended up chaining us. But this is the time of year that I go to my annual family reunion at Oregon Country Fair, this place that we ceremonially separate ourselves from our ordinary reality to live in a community that celebrates the art, science, and spirit of how to live together in harmony with people and the planet. I love coming here, although living here is not easy. This is the only place I still tent camp and use portable toilets and wash basins. At Oregon Country Fair, we live side by side in a multi-generational community of about 20 families, many of whom we only see at this time. The Oregon Country Fair is always an extraordinary experience. Music, theater, vaudeville, saunas. I clown as the truth fairy. There is intellectual stimulation, the camaraderie of friends who all live together in a spirit of tolerance. But this year's most personally impactful moment was when I spoke to 4 boys aged 5 through 12. We were sitting under a tent canopy illuminated by a fluorescent lamp, and I told colorful Native American story about 2 boys who were once sworn enemies but later became brothers. My grandson fell asleep in my arms shortly after I started talking, which happens frequently among all my family members. But it still left 75% of my audience staring hypnotically at the end, their mouths wide open in awe, and frankly, I can't remember the last time I've left an audience so entranced. Native American legend holds that if you can tell your stories that you learned from your great-grandfather to your grandchildren, then your tribe will survive forever. Stories, myths, ceremonies that transmit an ethic of morality and teach us something about how to live in the world. Our future is not ensured through the transmission of our DNA, but through the transmission of our stories. So get away and play somewhere. Separate yourself from your ordinary reality. Leave your wireless instruments behind, and remember another way to tell your story. Have a great week. Enjoy wherever you are. Remember that we are all related. Stay connected. I say this for all my relations. Mitakwiyasi.